No, you can't take things without asking. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be on TikTok.
I wanted to find a safe place to set my cat down and my luggage and also get a little bit of distance from this like very aggressive, erratic man for my own safety.
So a couple days ago, we took a look at a video where a man exposed a woman on his flight for stealing his phone charger. And to summarize the situation, basically this guy left behind his charger on a plane while it was deboarding, and when the plane was emptying out, a person ended up finding and taking it. This woman right here. The reason the two were deboarding a plane was due to technical issues. They didn't know if they were going to get back on the same plane, so it was completely emptied out, and while they were waiting for a new one, someone must have told him that she picked up his charger, because when they reboarded, that's when the video started, and he ended up recording and basically berating this person who immediately admitted to having his charger and giving it back. This guy had an absolute meltdown, yelling on the plane on the brink of tears over something pretty minor and what was basically a misunderstanding. People all over social media like TikTok and Reddit were cheering this video on like some awful thief person was just exposed, and I disagreed with it. If you haven't seen the video I made on this, definitely check it out after. I'll leave a link in the description. But basically, this woman ended up responding to the video on TikTok. So without further ado, let's take a look. I'm also going to play a clip of the original video before the response.
Excuse me. Did you take my charger?
Yeah,
Why would you take my charger?
because we got off the flight.
Yeah, but my charge. That's my charger. Why would you take
You're
it?
gonna get it back. Give me one
But why
second,
would you
okay?
take it though without permission?
Because nobody was on the flight, bro.
Yeah, but that's my charger.
And you're getting it back.
Okay, can I have it back?
Give me one second.
Yeah, but don't steal things. You can't take things without
When
asking.
nobody is on the flight, it's
Oh, you just take things? Like we're not coming back?
Ed,
Why don't you take people's luggage then?
Ed, it's okay. It's okay. Sit down.
No, you can't take things without asking. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be on TikTok.
Ed, please sit down. I don't want to get.
I don't know who you are, but I don't know why you're getting involved.
Ed, I don't want to get kids on this.
All right, just give me my charger back. We'll call it even. All right? Sounds good. And look at this guy smiling.
Ed, please.
No, you're ridiculous. You stole something without asking. She stole it. You can't take things without asking.
Is it stealing?
Yes, that is stealing. Absolutely.
Is it stealing?
Absolutely. Yes, it's stealing. You're giving it back because I caught you and everybody else saw you. That's why. Everybody else said you took it.
Hi everyone, charger thief here. I wasn't going to make a video responding to this at all because it was over a year ago and I didn't want to give it more attention than it's already gotten, but this has really been blown so out of proportion. I am getting bombarded with harassments, flooded with death threats. So for context, this charger was found on the ground of an emptying flight where we were told to remove all possessions because we didn't know if we would be getting back onto the same plane since there's technical issues. I was coming from the back rows, so when I picked it up again off the ground, did not unplug it, it was on the ground. I kind of like embraced the people behind me, kind of showing that I had it. No stealthy behavior here. And then on my way out, I told the stewardess she wouldn't take it because they cannot be liable for passenger possessions. So this man, he had been recording well before I got on, getting in people's faces about this charger. And then when I got on, I immediately told him that I would give him back his charger, but to just give me a second because several hours had passed. And we'd been delayed for over 3 hours. It was honestly the last thing on my mind. I didn't even know where this charger was. And what I was worried about was my 20-pound cat that had just turned up at the gate. That's the brown carrier that I'm holding in front of me. I wanted to find a safe place to set my cat down and my luggage and also get a little bit of distance from this like very aggressive, erratic man for my own safety. Again, I told him I'd give it to him, but to just give me a minute. Watching the video, like I could have acted more gracefully, but I was really stressed out boarding, concerned about my cat. Clearly out of breath, exhausted after over 8 hours at the airport, only to be recorded and yelled at.
So this is one of the points I talked about in the last video. Why does every single thing need to be recorded now? It's almost as if many people, especially TikTokers, are constantly looking for that viral video that'll get them some attention on social media. Everything needs to be sensationalized and posted online. Like what could have been a very simple, straightforward straightforward and easy interaction turned into this guy making a scene instead, antagonizing this stranger, and even embarrassing his wife, begging him to stop. Like, all that could have been said was, hey, I dropped my charger earlier, did you pick it up or find it? Like, that's all this interaction could have been. But no, that's not juicy enough. That's not gonna rile up the audience online and bait people into feeling some rage towards this person. You gotta antagonize and make a scene, right? That's not viral video worthy right there.
Stop boarding, concerned about my cat, clearly out of breath, exhausted after over 8 hours at the airport, only to be recorded and yelled at. Like this man, I totally acted imperfectly, as most of us do under duress. In his video, he says that he was given the choice to press charges and chose not to, and that was really kind of him, but that's just a bold-faced lie. That never happened. What the video neglects to show is him losing his mind well after I give him back the charger, sat in my seat in the back, and he continues yelling at everyone and the crew threatening to remove him off the flight if he can't control his rage. You can even hear his wife say, like, Ed, calm down, like, I don't want to get kicked off the flight. His reaction was outsized from the start, and I'm sure he'll make another video clinging on to his 5 minutes of fame, refusing and denying everything that I've said here. And I don't really care. This is the only video I'm going to make on this. It's already consumed too much of my time. Believe what you guys want. Again, I do not condone stealing. I'll be the first to admit that I could have acted with a little bit more patience and compassion. But again, it was circumstantial. It was a tough day for everyone. But so many of you are quick to believe that I'm some sort of evil villain over a phone charger on the ground of an empty flight that I did attempt to hand to crew. I gave it back to him as soon as I could set my cat and my things down. And remember where I had even put it, since again so many hours had passed since I'd found it. And as you can see, I have a lot of luggage, which I did pay for, including a $250 fee to bring my cat on board. So yes, I can afford a charger, but again, this man was yelling in my face the second I stepped on board. Of course I didn't meet him with a smile. Would you, if everyone around you was being berated with hostility? I mean, the crew had to get involved and I had to be escorted to passenger pickup for my own safety when we got off. What is much harder for me to understand is how so many of you guys think that a misunderstanding over a phone charger warrants legitimate harassment and death threats from strangers online. I don't wish any ill upon this man, and I hope that we can all kind of move on with our lives here. There's just so many bigger problems in the world that we can collectively redirect our attention to. And if I learned anything through this, I think it's that maybe a little bit more patience and kindness would probably solve quite a bit of those problems. So that's the last you'll hear from me. Love and light to all of you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.
Death threats and harassment. Wow. It's pretty insane to see how many people will just blindly go with the public opinion on something and won't stop to do any type of thinking whatsoever. But what else could you expect from people scrolling on TikTok all day, right? Like I said earlier, almost everyone was cheering the initial viral video on. Thousands of comments supporting what was basically an unnecessary, childish meltdown, and even a post on Reddit labeling this as a Karen incident, which that label has lost pretty much all meaning at this point. If anything, the person recording was the Karen. And pretty much everything I suspected was confirmed here with her response video. This was just somebody who found a lost charger. She immediately admitted it and gave it back. Like, it's not that deep. People were saying this woman should have been arrested and put on the no-fly list, even exposing her real identity. Holy fuck. He said, "Did you take my charger?" But he should have said, "Did you find my charger?" And a thank you. I didn't realize I dropped it. I'm on your side. Dude was pathetic to film and try and make a scene. Yep, he just sold the video to a redistributor for a few $100. Nice little payday for him. Hope he buys a few backup chargers. There were also some flight attendants in the comments who said that they won't, in fact, take any lost items. Maybe some do, maybe some don't. And even a person from the flight who corroborated her story. Now, while I'm making this video, she actually posted one more update to this situation from Inside Edition, so let's take a look.
Confront her with a video recording. I mean, why handle it this way? Why not just say to her, "Hey, I think you might have picked up my charger by accident"?
Because I think that she did something that was dirty, and she didn't think she was going to get caught. So I said, I'm going to put her on video. And I would have never posted the video
if it wasn't for her negative energy that she gave me right off the bat.
No, you can't take things without asking.
We also spoke to the other passenger who asked not to be named. What was your reaction when this guy confronted you on the plane with his camera rolling?
He didn't give anyone a chance to even say anything, right? Like he just kept coming at me being like, you stole it. Why did you steal it? Like, you stole my charger, when really I just picked it up off the ground.
I gotta be honest, man. It just seems like you were trying to make a viral video here.
Yeah, and you're probably right.
He was definitely trying to cause a scene, that's for sure. It seems like this worked out okay for him since he just sold the video and can hopefully buy some chargers.
Ed knowingly set someone up to get publicly humiliated, doxxed, and harassed because, well, he didn't really like her attitude. Maybe it was just me and a small minority of people, but you could just see from a mile away that this was a blatant clout-chasing attempt. Everything from unnecessarily recording the situation to antagonizing this stranger who immediately admitted she had the charger, to then continuing to escalate, even arguing with random innocent passengers. Not to mention, he also just straight up admits to it on the news. With how ingrained TikTok and other social media platforms are in people's lives nowadays, it makes sense why you'd want to force a viral video, because you know, you get free attention, you get free likes, free clout, free money apparently as well. But now this clout addiction is just seeping into people's behavior, where everything needs to be recorded, everything needs to be a witch hunt and sensationalized, and a lot of people are forgetting how to simply communicate and act like a normal person instead.
I gotta be honest, man. It just seems like you were trying to make a viral video here.
Yeah, and you're probably right.
Yeah, you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be on TikTok.
Again, if you haven't seen the video from a couple days ago, be sure to check it out for the full context. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more videos coming soon to the channel, and let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. Has your opinion changed? I think I was pretty much spot on in my last video, but let me know. Leave a comment. Peace.